your barriers high. 'Cause you don't know you're one of a kind. You don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. Fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before.
Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me back down in a woodland I visited a few weeks back now, but I've been away for a week down in Cornwall. You may have seen one or two of the other vlogs that I've done from Cornwall. And just before I left, the autumn colours hadn't really broken out. So I thought I'd come back down and just have a look at Perry Woods and see what the autumnal colours are doing now. Very brief look around. It's a lot more autumnal now than it was. I'm not sure whether or not I might have missed the best of it, but we'll have a look around and see if we can find a couple of images. But this here is the tree that I photographed last time. Lovely looking tree, and it is looking a lot more autumnal now, so I'm going to set up and try and get another shot of that and just see how it compares to what it was 2-3 weeks ago that I was here. So we'll have a look at that one.
You fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned again. Oh, you know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. This can't go on forever. The time limit, we're approaching it. Are you really okay with me going away?
Well, for this first shot, I've set the camera up with the 24-105 lens. I do have a circular polarizer on, and it gave me settings of ISO 100 f4 for 0.5 seconds. I think this tree has now got a bit more autumnal colour on than it had previously on my last image. What I'll do is I'll put that image up on screen for you, as well as this one, so you can see the difference a couple of weeks makes at this time of year.
You take up too much space in my mind, too much of my own, my precious time, 'cause I want you mine. Why do I waste my time when I know it's...
For this next image, all I've done now is I've swapped the 24-105 lens for the 17-40. Exactly the same composition. I've literally just swapped the lenses out just to give a slightly wider perspective, and it actually includes a little bit more of the foreground, some of the root system, some of the leaves on the floor. I just wanted to see what that one was like, but again, with a circular polarizer, give me settings of ISO 100 f4 for 1/5 of a second.
Oh, I'm enough. I don't need your love.
Well, for this next image, I'm using the 17-40mm lens at 17mm, but I've actually dropped the tripod quite a bit lower, just to try and use the root system as a bit of a leading line from the bottom right of the image up to the trunk of the tree, which is going to be kind of on the left hand third. On the back of the camera it looks like it works, but there is a little bit of sky in the background, which, you know, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out at the moment, but We'll have a look at it when we get back home again. It was ISO 100 f4 for 1/6 of a second. And again, that was with the circular polarizer.
I don't need your love. Oh, I'm enough. I don't need your love. And I know that I need to walk away, but I don't think I can bear the pain. But I know that I don't need this shit, and I know that I can handle it. Oh, I'm enough. I don't need your love. Oh, I'm enough. I don't need your love.
Well, after all that walking, I was now really starting to build up quite a sweat, so decided to remove the coat and the fleece that I've been wearing up to this point. This bag that I've got is the Shimoda Action X50, and it's got this roll down section at the top, so you can contract and expand that section as you needed. It comes in really handy for additional clothing, food, anything that you don't take on a daily basis, but it's nice to have the additional storage when needed, so yeah, it comes in really handy. Well, for this next image I was just taking off my jacket because I was building up a bit of a sweat to keep walking backwards and forwards picking up this vlog camera, and just happened to stop along this pathway and spotted there's a couple of like posts in the ground and a tree on the right hand side with a path leading between, and the tree is really showing some lovely kind of golden autumn colours. I just thought maybe it's worth a try, see if it works out. I've got the camera in portrait orientation, again 17-40 lens at 17mm, a circular polarizer just to really try and enhance and bring out some of them colours, and if there's any glare you can alter the polarizer to try and take any glare off the leaves and things like that, so that might be working out okay, seems to be. But it's ISO 100 f5 for 1/4 of a second. Well, this next image I just happened upon by chance, walking through the forest, and you know, I should have really expected it as it's Halloween. Come around the footpath here and run into this little guy. Nice little pumpkin that's been placed on a tree, and the tree actually runs diagonally. So what I've done is I've put the camera in portrait orientation and had the tree running from the bottom left of frame, no sorry, bottom right of frame to the top left of frame, and the pumpkin is actually placed on the upper left hand third. Again, circular polarizer. I've actually swapped out the 24, or swapped the 17 to 40 for the 24 to 105mm, and I'm shooting at about 50mm with the circular polarizer, f4 ISO 100 for 1/8 of a second. Still wandering around Perry Woods here, and I came up to the area known as the Pulpit, where you can look out over the Kent countryside there. Spoke to a local lady who basically said if I was to follow the pathway down and turn left at the bottom of the steps, I'd follow a footpath that took me back through the forest and roughly back to where I started. The last time I came here I didn't go that way, so I've decided to take her advice and come this way. And I'm just walking down this path and seeing this scene. It's a nice pathway, and it is absolutely covered in autumnal leaves just fallen, and they're still falling as we speak. But there's just this lovely canopy, this archway over the top of the footpath, and it just looked really nice. Caught my eye as I was walking through, and thought I would just get my camera out and see what it looked like through the viewfinder, and I quite liked it. So I got the tripod out, set up with the 24 to 105, a circular polarizer. If I remember, I think I was around about 80mm, something like that, I think, but I'll put the information up on the screen for you. But it was ISO 100 f4 for 0.3 seconds. But yeah, I quite like that. That looked quite nice. Well, I think that's it from Perry Woods today. I've come back to the car, and after speaking to a lady on the other side of the woodlands, she said to me if I was to come out of the other side of the same car park, the woodland is just as big that side. I've had a very brief look around on this side, and yeah, it does seem to go on for quite some distance, and I think what I'm going to do is leave that for another day and come and explore this side of the woodland. There I am, explore this side of the woodland in greater detail on another day. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it. There are some lovely autumnal colours around at the moment. I'm not sure whether I might have missed the best of it being away in Cornwall. So there you go. It's, we had a lovely time in Cornwall, so I wouldn't change that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed one or two of the images. Thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, because that really does help with the old YouTube algorithm thingamabob. And if you've enjoyed it, even consider subscribing. So I'll see you, and thanks very much, and I'll see you again on the next one. Cheers then.